Welcome to Super School.
Hey guys, y'all sure do have a whole lot of different types of liquid sitting out in front of you. You know what? That reminds me, are y'all working on making some density layers?
We are.
How fun! Because you know what? Different liquids have different densities. So let's see show me what you guys are gonna do today.
We got some corn syrup here. We dyed it red so you guys will be able to see it on the camera better.
Okay.
We've got milk. We've got dish soap. Addie, why don't you tell them what that is?
We have water that we dyed green, and then we have some oil.
Some oil. Okay. So the whole thing is liquids separate out because they're different densities and they don't mix. So today, I guess we're going to figure out which one of these liquids has the highest density, and that will be the one that settles on the bottom, and the one with the least density is going to settle on top. Huh?
Yeah.
All right. So for this project, you need corn syrup, you need milk, dish soap, water, and oil. And you need a really tall, clear cup, don't you?
Yes.
All
Very
right.
tall.
We'll see it all.
Let's see what happens.
Okay, we're going to start with our corn syrup. Pour it down on the bottom. And it's going to take a minute because it's really thick.
No. It won't even come out of that little container. Pretty cool. So corn syrup.
All right, there's our corn syrup. Okay, so we're going to use our dropper for the milk. We're going to put it up against the side of the cup so it doesn't mix together. And once we get a little bit of the layer on there, then we can pour the rest.
So corn syrup is denser than milk. Pretty cool. All right.
Okay. All right.
Then next on your list was dish soap.
All right, Addie. Let's try drizzling it kind of along the side of the cup.
Pretty amazing. It looks like an American flag, doesn't it? Red, white, and blue. Look at those beautiful layers. So corn syrup is more dense than milk. And milk is more dense than dish soap. Wow.
Okay.
That looks beautiful.
All right, so next we're going to use our water. And let's use a dropper for that too. Put it along the side of the cup.
Pretty cool. I think you have to squirt it along that side edge right there so it'll, there you go. So the water is sitting on top of the dish soap. So dish soap is more dense than water. Is that right?
That's
Yes.
right.
Pretty cool. I see that green layer happening. Now I know for a fact that oil and water do not mix at all. So we have the red layer, we have the white layer, the blue layer, and the green layer. Now we're gonna have a yellow oil layer on the very top. All right, Addie. I see the oil traveling across the top of that water. Look at it, look at it. There it goes. Whoa, very, very awesome. Look at all those layers. Look how some of the milk jumped up right there in between. Wow, that is amazing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So different liquids have different densities. Some are very dense. That means they'll settle at the bottom, and some are less dense. So that means they go toward the top. Now let's add something even different onto all of this. We have a screw. Okay, now do you think the screw is going to float in any of those levels, or do you think that screw is so heavy it's going to go all the way down to the bottom? What do you think is going to happen?
Well, it depends on if it gets stuck in one of the layers.
It could get stuck in one of the layers. It's science. Let's experiment. Let's try. Tiffany's going to drop it in.
Oh, it's all the way at the bottom.
It hit the very, very bottom down there. I see it. I see it down there. Let's try something else. What else can we try? Bottle cap. Where do you think the bottle cap's going to
It
go?
might float.
It does float. What if it didn't float? Could you let it fill up
Yeah,
with some of
maybe.
that oil, and let's see if it will sit on top of the oil, or will it? Let's see what it does. It's filled up. Let's see what. May say nope. I like oil. Look at it. It's floating right there in the very, very middle, huh? What about? What else could we try out in there? Oh, the sponge. What do you think the sponge is going to do?
Well, it may go to water.
You think?
It may
Yeah,
float.
it may do a lot of nothing.
It may do a lot of nothing. You're
Oh,
right.
it is soaking up the oil.
So some things float and some things sink. It just depends on the density. That is beautiful, isn't it? Super cool.
Yep.
That's science. Hey guys, you ready for a fun art project?
Yes, you are.
All right, this one has everything to do with density. Density of matter. We've been talking about matter, and matter comes in three different shapes. It comes, or three different types. It comes in solids, liquids, and gas. So today, your solid is going to be your piece of paper right there, and your liquid is going to be a liquid watercolor, and then shea foam is going to be your gas. Are you ready for a fun art project
I
with
am.
this? Okay, first thing you have to do is take an area. Now we're going to use a tray
why don't
just
you
so
do
we
this?
won't spray it directly on our table. And you're going to fill up your side with shaving cream. So go for it.
Not how I pictured it.
Not how you pictured it happening? Addie and all her lines and Cohen and everywhere. Fill the whole thing, the whole part of it up right there. There you go. Sure does smell good, huh? Okay, so that's our gas part.
It looks like spice or something.
It does, huh? Now, let's add some liquid on top of that.
Just hope it's empty, Cohen. Oh.
Good job.
All right.
Now we're using liquid watercolor. You can use food coloring, or you can use.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
Okay.
You can use food coloring. You can use watercolor paint. This is just liquid watercolor. Is all it is. You might have to pass that purple over there over to Cohen. Just little drops. Little drops. Little drops. There you go.
I'm not good at little drops.
You're good at little drops. All right.
Okay, on purple now.
You need some purple.
You can
Okay.
spray some green.
Cool. Look how the green
I want orange. Where's orange?
action happens.
Green,
You
green.
need some orange over there, Cohen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm worried I'm gonna give it more.
You're doing good. Okay, let's let Cohen get his little drops over there. That's all good.
Told you that. What happened?
Okay, now take your toothpick, and today we're using giant
Giant
toothpicks, actually called skewers, and you can swirl your colors.
Oh my god.
You're swirling, carefully Cohen, as you swirl, you are swirling some,
You're mixing.
Yeah.
Stop mixing. Aren't you supposed to mix?
No, swirl them around.
swirl, there you go.
That looks.
Can I have some
very
more green?
pretty.
You need more green, sure.
I like that pretty color.
So you're swirling the gas part, and the liquid part together.
Some of the green. Cinderella dance.
All right, now lay your skewer down by the side and you're going to pick up your solid, which is your piece of paper. And you're going to place your piece of paper over the top and press down gently. You're not pressing all the way down to where the stuff comes all the way over the top. Okay, now as you pull your piece of paper up, you're going to try to rake it over the side of your tray, and that's going to pull off some of the gas. It's going to pull off part of the, that looks really cool right there, huh? Now lay it down, let's see what happens. Now you're going to use a ruler, and you're going to scrape the rest of it off. Look at that awesome picture! Isn't that cool? Solid, liquid, and gas. 3 states of matter.
Can we play this stuff? I wish you could take a bath in that. That is so cool.
And we have density going on here. The gas, the liquid, and the solid. The solid is more dense, so look at that paper. Isn't that beautiful?
I love it!
That is so fabulous. Then we have the liquid, and then we have the gas.
It looks beautiful.
Pretty cool, huh? Now, you know what? Since we're all on quarantine still, we've been making some beautiful papers that you can do other things with. Besides making a beautiful piece of art, you can also take that, fold it, and make it into a card, couldn't you?
Like the background.
Kind of like the background. You could draw something on top of it, and you can go drop it off on your friend's porch. Give them something.
We
a
can
little
mail them
happy.
the delivery.
You can mail it to
mail
them.
them the stuff to do it. We give
sure
them
can.
little instruction cards.
All that kind of wonderful stuff too. You got it. Let's go try some other science projects out. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Hey guys, we've been doing a whole lot of fun things with density. But in front of you, you have a bucket of water and you have a couple of oranges. What do you think is going to happen when you drop the orange into the water?
Sink.
Think it's going to sink?
I
What do you
think-
think?
Down below.
It feels like it has lots of density in it, so I think it might sink.
You think it might sink? Okay, drop it in. Let's
Smarty
see what
pants.
happens.
I'm not so smart.
You dumb nut.
What happened?
It's
Float.
floating.
It's actually floating. Guess what? The little, hold up, pick up your orange and look at it. Whether or not you can see it or not, on the skin or the peel of the orange, there's some little bitty teeny tiny air pockets. And those little bitty pockets of air make the orange be less dense than the water. And it causes it to float. So
That's
put your oranges
cool.
in there. So the oranges are less dense than the water, so they float. But I wonder what happens when we peel it. So let's peel, not that one, Jake, Cohen, but let's peel this one and let's peel that one right there, the one floating in the water. There you go. Take all the skin off.
I'm really bad at this.
I
need a knife. Somebody give me a knife.
Can you help Cohen as he peels his orange
I'll pull
up?
this. I'll pull
No,
this.
no, no,
Take
no.
all of it off. Okay guys, so you have worked very hard and you got all the peel off of your orange. Now when your orange had peel, it floated. Do you think it's still gonna float?
Yeah.
Let's try.
And no.
Mine's coming up. Baba!
It won't
can't touch
halfway.
it.
Wow.
Because it's half peeled and
It's half
not
peeled.
half peeled.
But you took the whole peel off, Addie.
Hey,
So
what
you would
does
think
it
that
Because
would
the
make
air
it.
holes make it float.
The
So when you
air-
take
that's
the air holes off,
Then it
float.
sinks. Good job. You're absolutely
I
right.
listen
The
to
orange
Smarty
without
Pants.
peel is more dense than the water. Good job, Addie. So it
Whatever.
sinks. And that is